We're going to be discussing the common questions that nearly everyone has before getting started with Daily Deal Builder. First off, what exactly is Daily Deal Builder? Well, Daily Deal Builder is a deal software platform that lets you set up your own daily deal site, something similar to, say, Groupon or Living Social. It lets you completely customize it and really kind of launch in a specific niche market or a specific geographic location and then grow accordingly. How could I expect to compete with, say, Groupon or Living Social? Well, the goal here is probably not to really go into direct competition with Groupon or Living Social. Your best bet is to probably launch in a very specific location, start small, and purely focus on providing the best deals possible. The fact of the matter is that most folks do not have brand loyalty to the sites like Groupon or Living Social. Their loyalty simply lies with the deals. People want to get great deals. So if you can provide great solid deals in a very specific geographic location or niche market, you're going to be sitting in a good position to really grow and expand. Now, the best way to successfully launch a deal site, kind of going what I was just saying, is to really put focus in the specific niche market or the very specific geographic location. When you do that, it becomes a lot easier to target your potential market. Your advertising budget doesn't have to be nearly as large. Now, what you also probably should do is get connected with a cause or some greater good. And doing that, it's going to make you a little bit more newsworthy, and it's just going to be a good thing for you to help out somebody that needs help, whether or not it's a nonprofit or a charity. You take a look at how a lot of the major internet sites were launched, and they started at a very specific area. Facebook started just at Harvard. They took over, then they expanded to a few other Ivy League schools. After that, they then basically opened up to all students with a .edu email address in college. From there, they've then just been growing and taking over the globe, almost at a billion person user base. Same thing with Groupon. Groupon is the largest daily deal site currently that's out there, and Groupon started just in Chicago. They proved that their model was working. They then expanded to other cities and have since continued to expand. But when you really put a focus into launching your business, launching your deal site in a very specific niche market, very specific, or a very specific geolocation, it's going to be much easier for you to A, prove that the model works for you, and then B, expand successfully. Now, if you don't currently have an audience or a subscriber base, it's going to make launching your daily deal site a little bit more difficult. It's always recommended to be able to promote your list or to already have an existing audience, because those first 7 deals that you run, you really want to make sure that you get some traffic and get some sales. So if you don't have an audience or subscriber base, it's not the end of the world. But what you're going to want to do is do some paid traffic, and run some ads from Google to Facebook. Facebook and the social media sites are a pretty good place to run ads, and they really do have a nice love affair with the daily deal industry, with user-generated content. So you'll probably want to pay for some traffic. You'll also want to try and get syndicated and issue press releases and content about the launch of your website. One thing that's really great is to get affiliates or strategic partners, people who already do have a list of your exact target market, and work out a joint venture relationship with that person to be able to promote your website at the beginning as you're growing your subscriber base. And growing your subscriber base should be one of the top goals of your daily deal site, right behind providing the best deals possible and helping your merchants out. Now, we do help you drive traffic, and we do so in a way where we've got some traffic software called HC Traffic Pro, and it basically automates the act of submitting and syndicating all different forms of content around the web. It allows you to, submit press releases, do some social bookmarking, submit articles, have podcasts, videos, and it really can syndicate all of these different forms of content into the the highest page ranked places on the web, and submitting great and remarkable content is one of the best ways to drive traffic. Now, it's not immediate overnight traffic, but if you continue to do it, your traffic will continue to grow. You can sell all different sorts and types of products or services on your website. Now, it's built with a few different things in mind. Directly out of the box, and if you just use the internal shopping cart, the system will automatically generate the coupons and get them delivered to the customer, and also allows the merchants to mark their coupons as redeemed, and the customers as well. But you can sell really anything that you can imagine. You can sell it. And when you're creating an offer, you also have the ability to add attributes to your offer. So if you want to sell inventory, like shirts with different colors or different sizes, or any custom attribute, that makes it really easy as well. And it's really simple to create the offer. You don't have to be technical, and you just input the information, either upload 3 images or a video, and when you schedule it, the site automatically pushes the offer up and live, and when it closes out or it sells out, it automatically pulls the offer down as well. Now, the revenue is typically split with the vendors. A lot of times, and a lot of our clients, and a lot of what we've seen is that you typically go in there and ask for 50% to split it, straight 50-50 down with the vendors who are going to be selling their products and services. Now, I do recommend to take this on a case-by-case scenario. Some businesses and some industries simply just can't afford to offer a huge discount on their products and services and also dish out 50%. And if they do, it's not going to be a successful deal for them. And really, one of your primary goals when you're running your daily deal site is to make your merchants happy. You really want to make your merchants happy, and doing this, you can offer value added services to help them out in other areas other than just promoting a deal. Keeping the merchants happy, providing the best deals possible, are your main goals. So I encourage you, to think outside the box a little bit for each merchant that you do work with, because you really do want to help them craft a deal that's not going to put them in the red, and have news articles about how it was a failure of them running a deal. It's not good for you, it's not good for them, it's not good for the industry as a whole. Now, you do not have to be technical at all. One of the great things about Daily Deal Builder, though, is that it is really flexible. Your administrator panel is built for the non-technical person in mind. You can manage the entire business directly from there, and you don't need to know any kind of HTML or PHP or anything. Now, we give you access also to the cPanel and just about full code access, and so with that, you actually do have the ability to have developers, or hire our team of developers to do any kind of custom site upgrade that you really desire to. But the answer is no, you do not have to be technical at all. We've got a lot of clients who are running full teams. We also have quite a few clients who are doing this as a very part-time thing, and it really completely depends. Now, to get started with Daily Deal Builder, you can visit dailydealbuilder.com. You'll see we have 2 different pricing options, the self-hosted and the hosted. The hosted is $997, and then after 30 days, you're charged $49 a month. And that's for support and hosting. Now, the self-hosted is where our team will install the software on your own hosting environment or your own servers, and it's simply a one-time payment of $3,497. Who processes the money on your site, and how does it work? In your settings, when you're logged into your administrator panel, you simply input your merchant information from somebody like Authorized.net or one of their subsidiaries like PowerPay or NMI or Moneris. You simply just plug in your gateway ID, and the site processes, and the money's directly kind of put into that merchant account and then transferred over to your bank. We've got some connections with multiple different merch providers that we can hook you up with also. So I encourage you to give us a call, 1-800-794-7192, or shoot us an email, support@hcdesk.com. If you have any additional questions, we're more than happy to help you out, or you can visit dailydealbuilder.com and go ahead and get started today. Now, a couple other questions that a lot of you guys have. What are some ways that I can make my site stand out? Well, like I was saying earlier, one thing that you might definitely want to think highly about doing is getting connected with something that's for the greater good. A great example to look at is Tom's Shoes. For every pair of shoes that Tom sells, they give away a pair of shoes to a child in need. And that alone has really helped their business. It's not only helped their business, but it's also helped a lot of people get new shoes. It's really a win-win win situation, because when people walk out of there after buying a pair of these shoes, they just feel really good about their purchase because they know that it went to a greater good. So with that in mind, one of the first ways that you can really stand out is to be connected to something that's for a greater good. And that's entirely up to you. You know, there's all different sorts of nonprofits and charities out there that are doing some really great things. And anytime you can run business, anytime you can run a profitable business and help out and do things for the greater good, it's a score. Another great way to stand out is in your copywriting, really having your tone come across, whether or not it's some form of humor. There's a lot of different sites that do this, and it makes them really fun and exciting to read. One of the first daily deal sites out like ever, Weep.com, has, in my opinion, just the best copywriting in the world. Now, to get set up and running, once you figure out your domain name and you get it submitted to us, we'll typically have your site built in under 24 hours, many times in just a few hours. And from there, there's definitely some videos and some training that we encourage you to go through. But you could typically, run your first offer within a couple days. We do recommend to take the proper steps to launch, potentially wait 15 days, 30 days, maybe more. Does the software work on mobile devices? It most definitely does. On all mobile devices, it works. People can buy the coupons directly from their phones. They can show the coupons to to the merchant directly from their phones, and it's all compatible. Now, that does not mean that when you buy Daily Deal Builder, you're automatically going to have an app in the App Store. That's a separate thing, and we can definitely do that, and that's one thing that our company does. For that, simply just contact us. So visit dailydealbuilder.com. Again, if you have any additional questions, you can give us a call at 800-794-7192 or shoot us an email at support@hcdesk.com.